Hi guys, my name is Sonali and welcome to our channel, The Happiness Company. Over the past few episodes, we've spoken so much about habits and so much about, reconstructing your life by paying attention to your habits. This particular episode in this series, we're going to discuss something more profound, something that we keep thinking about. Tell me, how many of you have really felt like, you've been dumb at situations? Sometimes you've repeated your mistakes. You've done something almost unconsciously and then you felt bad about it. And you wanted to go back to the situation and maybe change those things, but that wasn't really possible. Situations where you might have made a mistake, not just, maybe like a silly small grammatical error, but maybe a graver mistake or maybe a decision that you sort of regret. Well, so think of a time when you've probably said something bad to someone in anger. Or maybe if somebody smokes, then having one cigarette with, a friend or a colleague for all time's sakes. This not only, is applicable to a habit, this is related to almost everything. It can be related to anger, it can be related to guilt, so many other related areas of your life. Now, this one mistake can form a pattern of destructive behaviors. The truth is that we all at some point do dumb things, then we regret. It's a part of being humans. We humans are wired in such a way that we end up doing the same mistake very often, or we repeat our mistakes sometimes if you're not paying attention. We end up trying for, having a healthy diet for the nth time and, somehow we fail again. We end up quitting a bad habit like cigarette smoking or to quit drinking or to, repeat the same patterns of falling in, with falling for the same kind of, bad romantic partners. But the fact is that these things can be avoided. We can stop being followed by our patterns. We can stop this. And this is what I'm going to discuss in this book. So in the current book, which I'm going to review for you guys, it's called Rewire. It's written by a very, famous psychotherapist, Richard O'Connor. And he very wonderfully gives us an insight into how our brain is wired to not only repeat the mistakes but repeat it often. Isn't that interesting? We want to avoid the dumb things, but unless you understand how you are making these mistakes, what is the pattern behind it, you might not be able to sort of get rid of them. So let's discuss, let's understand what are the different ways we are allowing ourselves to be sort of be dumb in a situation or repeat our old pattern of mistakes. What are some of the factors that play a crucial role, in decision making in these situations? The book is a refreshing guide to be a healthier and a happier self. In a lot of ways, it reflects and it gives us an insight into why do we make these mistakes and why do we make these mistakes so often and we repeat it. It helps us in understanding the two brains that we have. The first one, is the conscious one. It is the deliberative self. It's the thoughtful one. And the other one is the automatic one, which takes almost all the decisions unconsciously. It focuses on your habits. The book reveals why our bad habits die so hard. Using research work and the knowledge on how the brain functions. The book clears a path to lasting and effective change in behaviors that include procrastinating, sort of overeating, chronic disorganization, staying in bad situations, aggressive worrying or sort of risk taking, passive aggression, or even for that matter self-medication. We can rewire our brain to sort of take better decisions. We can train our automatic brain to make wiser decisions by, taking few steps and ignore, distractions, resist temptations, and see the world more clearly, and in a way interrupt our reflexive responses before they get us in trouble. So it's very simple. We can rewire our brains by using small techniques like valuable habits like mindfulness, or for that matter self-control, confronting your fear and freeing yourself from mindless guilt. By learning these valuable habits, and by learning these valuable skills, we can open ourselves vastly to a successful, more productive and a happy life. Are you ready to rewire your brain? Let's get started. Let me know in the comment section which are the habits or which are some of the problems that you would want to rewire in your brain. I will come back in the next episodes. We will see what are some of the techniques to rewire your brain. Till then, this is Sonali. Thank you for watching, guys.